Welcome, everybody, to the Orion Drift VRML Season 1. My name's Nightfire with two E's. I am joined by my co-caster, Ebro. Ebro, how are you feeling today? We are getting ready to dive into another EU matchup.
Yeah, I'm feeling great today. Done a few casts yesterday and the day before, and I'm straight happy to go into another game. We love watching this, don't we?
Yeah, we do. It is Season 1, Week 1. We're just beginning the VRML Orion Drift season, and we've had some fun games to tune into. We've caught IVI, the main team, the IVI EU squad. I think we even cast IVI NA last night, and now we're doing the IVI Cadets squad going up against RCX. There's also an RCX Cadets squad, so I'm very curious how things are going to shake out this afternoon for both teams. But, I mean, what are your thoughts going into basically the unknown, I feel like, for both of these squads?
I've seen these squads, I've played with them, I've played against them actually in previous tournaments before casting, and these roster has actually changed quite a bit, so I'm quite interested. However, looking at these teams, I do recognise the players. I know these guys do have experience. People saying the skill gap between IVI and IVI Cadets is quite big. From what I've seen, I agree. RCX Cadets, IVI Cadets, I'm sure we might see that in the future, but today we've got the main RCX against IVI Cadets. I am looking at the RCX team. They are down a player currently, so hopefully their fourth does come on time. Hopefully.
Right.
I'm going to say, just looking at the connoisseur votes now, it does seem very heavily voted towards Ivy Cadets today, but I think that RCX definitely have a chance of definitely getting a big upset here today. I think they could be a very good team that no one really thinks about.
Yeah, and we are in lobby. We do have both teams readied up for their 3v4, so we'll dive into this first round whenever they are ready, as we are telling them to start up. We're good to go and ready for round one here on the broadcast. So once they kick it in, we'll dive in to our first round of the series. A shout out to everyone tuning in. We appreciate you. I appreciate everyone stopping by. Hit that sub button if you are new. Hit that membership button if you want to get some exclusive details that we'll dive into shortly, because right now we got to dive into round number one. Again, it's IVI Cadets on the purple side. It's RCX on the blue. The 4v3 for RCX is going to be tough, and especially with IVI Cadets scooping up this early ball. Zenith going to go for the cross pass, and Virtual On scoops it up, but doesn't quite connect it in. The follow-up from Zenith does, though.
Yeah, straight away, IVI Cadets instantly getting the goal that they wanted. Obviously, and now a challenge for RCX. Down a player. How are they going to do a team play without a player? They're going to have to try to go for a few more passes. Wheeler's going to go for a long pass while Gringo's going to pressure him. Stoti now getting control of the ball. Two players pressure from IVI Cadets. Back to Fishy to Zenith now. He's going to go up. Trying to get some speed now. Wheeler's going to pressure him from behind. Good bump from Virtual to give Zenith a bit more time. He's going to see Gringo. Doesn't get the pass though. Stoty's going to go back for a clear. Virtual On straight away going to go straight for the ball, but a lot of action. No one really gets the ball, but RCX now on the counter attack. This goes into the corner of IVI Cadets. Two RCX players going for this now. That's going to be a cut to Stoti, but intercepted from Gringo. Lots of action here. He can quickly go for the counter attack for IVI Cadets. An open goal here. That fourth member isn't there. Unfortunate miss. That's really gonna hurt their opportunity there. They really needed that.
I mean, it's only a 1-point lead right now. We're a couple minutes into the first round. This RCX squad is doing good, fending off the onslaught here, and now they're batting back with 4. They've got 4 in. I was like, wait, hold on a second. I'm pretty sure I just saw 4 blue teammates there, and yes, they are a full team now. So RCX has managed to weather the storm. The power play only lasting about a minute and a half in the first round, and we're into a 4v4 now where we seem pretty evenly matched. Let's see if Osik, who's just come in and joined the lobby, can push up and get their offensive pressure going for RCX.
Yeah, already doing straight up action, but Zenith now for IVI Cadets, he's going to go high, getting some time in the air, going to try cut it to Virtual On. He nearly catches it, but no, he doesn't. Osik now trying to clear it away, bumped by Zenith. He's going to have another chance for the ball here. He's going to try give it to St. George, but that's a massive mistake now, and that's going to give Gringo his first goal of the series, and that's their second for IVI Cadets.
Yeah, nice little 1v1 challenge there that goes the way of IVI Cadets. This RCX team, though, I feel like is warmed up now. They've got their fourth. They're going for their first offensive rollout where they're all full. And here, and there's the shot to the bottom end of the goal. It misses. Osick tries to follow it up and misses into the other side of the goal. And Zenith bats it away to the corner, forcing this team to clear it back into their zone. Stody getting pressured, almost gets intercepted. The duo dives in to try and tackle him out and intercept that ball. And instead, they bit past the initial front line, and Stody, with a great save, swats it away.
Yeah, that's good enough a clear. That's going to go straight into Casual Fishy's hands now. He's going to go for it. He's passing to Gringo. Great pass and a beautiful cut play to Gringo. 3-0 up now for RCX Cadets. I definitely do see, though, straight away Stody going to quickly take the ball. He's going to pass it to Osick. He's now available. Going to give it to Riley. That's a bit of a high pass. Zenith able to slap it down. Osick clearly catches it, though. Little panic clear from IVI now. It's not really working in their favour currently, but thankfully that ball does get out. Now, I say that, but it bounces off one of the geodes. Still though, Gringo with an opportunity now to go for the ball. Virtualon protecting him, being his little bodyguard there. Great pass to Zenith.
Oh.
He tries to shoot, but that's a bit off target. Virtualon able to get the ball though. Tackled by Simpson George. Let's see who's going to get the ball now. It's going to be Zenith. He's going to go high again. Pressured by Osick. Good bump by him. He's going to take the ball now. He's going to reset it back to Simpson George, but that bounces onto table. He still does get the ball though. A good far pass to Stody, but he just went out of position there. This gives RCX Cadets another opportunity. Good clear from Fishy now, Relio. Going for the long shot. Great save by Zenith. He's going to put it to the side.
Very fast gameplay here, starting to pick up the pace. I feel like these teams getting comfortable, getting warmed up. There's a nice pass to the center line that doesn't quite go the way they were hoping, with a beautiful intercept, the tackle up through the midfield. Another cross to the center. Stody with a beautiful carve, and they'll dunk it in. Close quarters for their first point of the round, but it's a little too late. I don't know, 45 seconds on the clock. They're going to let about 10, 15 of it go down on their initial rollout here, and IVI Cadets lead by 2, and Gringo might add that another point here. Super fast rollout, and look at the offensive pressure, the tackle on the back line.
Great solo play from him, showing off his individual skill and mechanics. His teammates know exactly what he's doing, bumping out the goalie. Straight away, RCX do want to go straight back into this game. A long pass that didn't work, but now Virtual with the opportunity to go for the ball. Pressured by Relio. He's going to clear it down the middle. That bounces down onto table now. Doherty's going to try clear it, but it's gone to Osick's hand. It's going to be a one-on-one. Relio's going for the bump. That's a perfect bump. That's a great goal. However, that's not really going to help them. This round will pretty much be over if that ball touches the ground. IVI will go for another opportunity now just to go get that 5th goal. They want those points.
I loved that rollout. He held it up off the ground so that it counted towards the timer. They'll put a point technically on the board to make it 5-2. It doesn't really go in, doesn't matter. They get the round win anyway. And IVI Cadets certainly looking strong in their early opening round in this best of 5. You know, they've got a few rounds to go, and I feel like RCX started to settle into a rhythm in the back half when they scored their first 2 points, right? So I do feel like this RCX squad might give us our first 4th round for the EU side on the broadcast. I don't think we've had a 4th round yet. I think it's all been 3-0s. It's the early part of the season. Week 1, you tend to kind of get a little bit of I don't know, chaos in your matchmaking, but nonetheless, I do feel like this RCX squad has put up a good first round. I'm very interested to see how round 2 goes, and we are getting ready to dive into that second round. A shout out to everyone tuning in, hanging out, and enjoying the action. We appreciate you. Subscribe to the channel, and if you want to, become a member. There are exclusive membership benefits that we are only going to expand on as we dive into round number 2. Stody up top scoops up the ball. This could be an early start for RCX as they take the shot on goal, and it bounces off into the corner.
Yeah, RCX with their 4th member now for the full round. This could definitely impact this series. Though, Gringo now with the ball. He's going to fly. He's going to go for a long shot. That will go in. A small mistake from RCX gives them their first goal for this round. RCX now, straight away, he's going to pick up the ball, Stody. Passing it to Osick. That's a very nice pass. He's going to go up now onto Halo. He's going to see Rulio for the high cut pass. A good dunk attempt, but the slap isn't on target. Now going over on the counter-attack. Goes through one. He's on the side. Pressured by Stody and Simpson George. Stody now with ball on RCX side. Gets tackled. That could have been very risky. Few little missed shots there from a few of the players. Virtualon going for a shot now. Great save from Relo. He's going to clear it away now. Very powerful hit from him, but Fishy, he's already sitting back on the table. He knew that was going to happen. This is going to go high up now.
That was really tremendous back and forth right there. You saw some great pass work, some great reads here. Relo with a beautiful save and then following it up for their goal. RCX tying it up 1-1 off of what was, again, a tremendous sequence. Holding back, really good pass work coming in from the IVI Cadets side. They're definitely locked in and synchronized, and Gringo's certainly their front player here as they dive forward out of the offensive joust right into another point. They got to watch out for this Gringo's player, and I know that they are trying to target XR here. They're trying to tackle them on the rollout. They're trying to get a hand in to slow them down, because once XR gets the momentum, it seems to be a problem.
Yeah, at the moment this game is, you know, a lot of very attackive players. They love to get their speed early on with the rollout, get the ball. That's going to be a pass attempt to Virtual on, but he isn't going to get it. Osick now having the ball for RCX. A very nice coordinated pass to Relio, pressured by Gringo. Great intercept from him. Zenith tries to hit it away, but it goes into Relio's hands. Osick now trying to catch it. A load of IVI Cadets players just run in front of him, make sure he can't go anywhere with the ball. Fishy now with possession. He's got a nice bit of speed now. Gets bumped by Osick, but he still might have a chance to go for it. Never mind, Gringo gets the ball with an open goal. RCX did not even see him coming.
I mean, that's another point for XR there. Citizen George maybe on a disconnect too, so an unfortunate maybe power play coming in here, technically into the 3v4 as XR again from the back line intercepts the offensive rollout. Osick does manage to scoop it up, pushes forward. This could be an opportunity. A nice cross pass to Relo, bouncing it back down to Osick. They can't quite scoop it up as Osick and Relo try and work forward here as a duo. Finally, Stody coming in from the back line, but they needed Stody back there because they can't rely on Citizen George as that long shot goes just a touch high, and they'll swat it away. Again, the 3v4 proving challenging going up against this IVI Cadet squad. Down 2 in round number 2. Could be Morrison and dunks one in for another point.
Yeah. IVI Cadets now, they've noticed that they are up a player now, and straight away RCX, they just want to get the ball out away from their goal. But IVI Cadets, they know they just got to keep the ball near their side, keep the pressure on, and they will just break under pressure so far. IVI Cadets, they just look a lot more composed today, a lot more, just quicker than, you know, what they needed against RCX. Fish now from the back, he's going to get a load of speed. Pressured by 2 RCX players though. Really with a chance now to get the second goal for this round for RCX. Good pass to Stoti now. He's going to run out of boost and go low. That's going to bounce. He might have a bit more boost. I was wrong. Great pass to Osi. He's going to go for a shot now. A lot of it came from the goal. 2 goalies just straight between them both, and that works.
That was a really nice navigation of a defense that dove after that play. They tried to intercept the dunk there, but it was just solid boost navigation at the end of the day. And here comes another rollout from XR, and you can see the tackle priority. They're not even going for the ball, they're just going for XR, trying to disrupt them. Lopez Destroyer comes in, a fourth to replace the fourth for RCX, and maybe an opportunity for another point. A very quick answer back. It's 4-3, they're only down by 1 now.
Yeah, second Lopez came in. Might have scared Casual Fish a little bit. Didn't realise the fourth was back into the arena. And that mistake could be very costly now into just the final 30 seconds. Gringo could really tighten this game up. 2-goal lead now with very little time left. I don't think RCX is going to have enough opportunity here.
You know, you see some teams really prioritize scrambling back after losing or scoring their first point so that they can get all 4 inside the zone to defend. You're seeing this XR Gringo go out and just absolutely blast forward and get in front of essentially the defense before they can dive back. It's been a troublesome element for the RCX squad. It's why they're down by 2, and we'll see the stats here in a second as IVI Cadets lock in a second round win. XR Gringo definitely the score leader for the team so far on the stats board, coming in with 8 goals for the team, 1 assist, but everyone else to the point does have assists. Zenith with 1, Virtual on with 2, a Casual Fishy with 2, so they are supporting their sort of front line offensive pressure point here in XR Gringo, and it's certainly working for them. 4-2 round 1, 5-3 round 2. RCX now has a 4th back in lobby. Maybe they'll have another chance on an early rollout here to get their footing, but for now, IVI Cadets take it to series point for round 3.
Yeah, on to series point now, round 3. I not sure how, just these subbing in for RCX, you know. They haven't had enough time for each player, I think, you know, for Citizen George and Lopez Destroyer. They've had to come in midway through the game, and Osick as well. It's had to come in midway through the action, which probably hasn't got them to kind of stick in with the rest of the team. But I say that Osick already started this round. He wants to get an early goal for RCX. All the IVI cadets already sitting back, ready just to block the shot. But it doesn't matter. Zenith now with possession for IVI Cadet. He's going to go up wide. He's going to go for a long pass up to Gringo. But really on Stoti, they knew they had to mark him. They knew that Gringo could be very dangerous with the ball. But he does have it on now. He's going to try pass to Virtual. A bit too much power for Virtual for what he wanted. Osick now for RCX. He's going to try pass it to Table. But Virtual, he's already on it. He's going to cut wide. He's going to try find a passing option toward Gringo now. Great catch. Tries to go for the high dunk. Hits the backboard though. Zenith now. Another opportunity for IVI Cadets. He's going to go wide. Chased by Stoti from behind. Really Osick in goal.
Oh.
It doesn't matter though. That's a great play from Zenith.
I don't know how that one got in past the two goalies up front, but a nice shot, like you said, from Zenith to get the early lead for IVI Cadets. A 1-0 in the first minute. But it did take them a little longer. RCX now on their offensive rollout opportunity. Quickly into XR's hands, not who you want to scoop it up. Osick with a good intercept, battling back for ball control. Tries to cross pass, but it's swatted away by Zenith. Great defense coming in from IVI Cadets. Like you said, they really do a good job of getting back into the zone and then fending off the onslaught. Here comes some pass work, but a little bit of a high pass past Lopez. Ends up bouncing over to the corner and back into the IVI Cadets' hands.
Yeah, now Zenith against Osick. Seems like Osick wins that 50 there. A beautiful bounce works in his favor. It's going to be a 1-on-1 against Fishy. Oh. Zenith, though, from behind. Great tackle from him. This gives IVI Cadets a good counter-attack, but that doesn't matter. I say that Rudo gets the ball back straight away. Lots of back and forth action for possession here. Stoti now. He's going to just slow the game down a little bit. They're only down by 1. Tries to pass it to Rudo, but Gringo is able to intercept as he was marking him. There probably would have been other good passing options there. Gringo from below. He's going to get tackled by Osick now. A little bit of chaos now around the RCX goal area though. This is going to bounce down. Zenith though with possession. He's been good so far from this angle. For your players on RCX, they want to make sure it doesn't get enough opportunity from there. 2 minutes 40 left on the clock. Still up by 1 for IVI Cadets. There's still loads of time left. Good tackle from Osick now, but Gringo's there to read the ball. This might be a 1-on-3 here. He's going for a shot.
Yeah.
Doesn't go in as Stoti gets a good save. Zenith, though, enough opportunity at IVI Cadets. Gringo, though, he's going to catch the ball.
I really liked that defensive setup against Gringo there. They had everyone in the zone. It wasn't a 1v1, and Relo just able to swat it away before the tackle comes in. Really solid bit of defensive work coming in here from the RCX squad, fending off the onslaught from IVI Cadets. And now a pass to Relo. Can it follow up with a shot on goal? Casual Fishy swats it away. A nice bit of defense on the goalie there, and right into XR Gringo's hands, the goal leader. 9 points on the series so far. The cross pass to Zenith. Zenith takes the shot and it goes a touch wide. A nice bit of setup there that doesn't come to fruition. The defense back in position for the likes of RCX, and they're fending off this push so far so good, and batted back to the midfield for another offensive pressure point.
Yeah, Zenith though is going to get possession back for IVI Cadets before he even turns over. Osick's there ready just to tackle him. It's going to be a very good opportunity now. That could go to Rudy, but it doesn't. It actually goes to Lopez Destroyer. Lopez now to Osick. He turns around a bit too early. He might be able to get the ball though. He fakes going up and goes low instead, but Gringo already there to pressure him. This is going to go to Zenith. A big hit from him. That's going to go into the corner now. Let's see who gets there first. Looks like Virtual's going to get it for IVI Cadets now. It's going to bounce on the wall. He's going to try to go for a pass, but already RCX quickly just going to be in their battle stations, able to tackle him. Lopez now, he's going to get a bit of speed just like he does from Gringo and IVI Cadets, just so he can go for a solo play. A lot of ball control for now in the lower section of this arena for RCX. It's going to go into the corner now. IVI Cadets, they want to get this ball back in quickly. They want to go for a second goal here. They want to put this game to bed. Now Gringo, the troublemaker here against RCX. He's going to go for a shot, and a good bump from Zenith makes that second goal happen with 35 seconds left. Is there a chance for RCX for a comeback or not? What do you think, Nightfire?
I just don't know if they're going to be able to push us to a round 4 right now. They certainly could come back if they do get us into that 4th round, but they're going to need 2 quick points, and with 20 seconds left, I think mathematical time becomes their opponent. Even if they do put the point in, I think the timer that ticks down will end up being enough for the IVI Cadet squad to lock it in. So a nice attempt from the RCX team. They did put what seems to me to be their best foot forward. When they had 4, it was a great challenge against this Cadets squad. Both teams bringing in great coordination, really solid pass work, and overall excellent solo plays as well, as Zenith does get intercepted on the back line, and the IVI Cadets lock in their series win 3-0.
Yeah, a lot of people did predict this was what's going to happen, and they were correct.
Yep.
I think, though, for the amount of votes there were, I think RCX definitely did a lot better for how little votes they got. I think overall, just watching that game, I think definitely the main talking point, I would say, was definitely XR Gringo. Amazing performance of him today, in my opinion. Very quick play, very mechanical, was able just to go past all the RCX players. And even when he is off the ball, he's able to get the speed and also go for tackles. And even when he doesn't have the ball, but his teammates have the ball, he's already there getting speed to be in position.
Yeah.
He's a very speedy player. I think teams this season are going to look at him. Even I think the main Ivy team, they are very speedy, all of them. And I think he's following that Ivy strategy. And I do see there's another spot for Ivy. Maybe Ivy, the main team, might have a look at him and go, he might be ready to be on the main team soon.
Right.
I think give it a bit more time. We'll see him probably again in a few more weeks, a few more games.
Yeah.
We got a lot of the season left though, so other teams like RCX, they might become more mechanical. We might see players like Simpson George and Osick also become very similar like Ringo. Overall though, great game for him.
Yeah, and it's just fun to see these sort of brands, these organizations establish themselves within the VRML. You know, IVI is a team that we were familiar with across the VRML. For them to have more than just one team in Orion Drift, it shows how focused they are on this league. It shows their dedication to it. We're going to see them across the EU and NA regions often, I feel like, because I think they're going to be top contending teams at the end of the day. So definitely expected results, but like you said, RCX with a great performance as well. Great defense. You know, again, you look at the match clips from this afternoon, there's a lot of great highlights, some missed shots, some great jukes, some good defensive saves, but overall coordination that stands out to me is the IVI Cadets tackling skills. They really did focus a lot on getting rid of that goalie to set up the shot on goal. It's something that I think you have to have in your arsenal as basically a meta textbook play, right? You have to be able to tackle the goalie to open the goal up in a 1v2 opportunity. It's very standard. As a goalie, you got to dodge the tackle, defend that ball. We saw it actually happen in one of these replays, a really nice dive forward before they got tackled back so that they could knock the ball away. You have to take those risk rewards when you're in that defensive position, and sometimes it works out. Sometimes it's hard to defend when you have someone like XR Gringo coming in at 100 miles an hour off of the setup from an offensive joust. Either way, it's fun to see and really an enjoyable series overall. So shout out to both teams for coming out this afternoon and playing. And a shout out to everyone that did stop in, tune in, and hang out this afternoon. We do appreciate your support. Please, if you do want to become a member, subscribe. The subscription ends up supporting the VRML production team. It helps the folks that lead and organize the team by providing them with some incentives to continue to do so. So we really do appreciate the financial support that comes in through that membership system and through the super chats. All of it really does end up helping the VRML produce this content and bring it to you as we do on a pretty consistent basis. I think Martini's already signed up for 2 NA games later tonight, so Friday Night Fights is on for the North American side. We delivered it here for EU with a nice little series, and we're going to keep delivering it. So Saturday's going to have a bunch of games. Sunday we'll have some casts as well. You're going to want to keep your eyes peeled on the VRML network, but for now, that is all we have. There's all the other games have finished, so we are going to sign off here. My name's Ben Nightfire with 2 E's, my co-caster Ebro. Until next time, stay classy.
Orion Drift VRML is brought to you by Another Axiom, Helga, the esports manager. Thanks for watching VRML.